make it seem like everything's all together. But in reality, it's not, and I'm scared to death like half the time, and that I'm just afraid of being exposed, that, you know, I'm scared and that I fail and that, like, I'm just a broken person.
Coming into college, I feared failure. When I didn't meet the expectations of these rigorous classes, I just totally gave up on myself. I let the fear of inadequacy and not being good enough consume my heart.
I think sophomore years has been very hard. I think I'm realizing more and more what they mean by sophomore year. Things get very real, and I'm having to face a lot of uncertainties. And I think one of my biggest fears would be, how do I deal with not knowing where I'm going, not knowing where my career is going, what am I going to do after I graduate? And in that, I think I felt very restless.
I grew up in a very stereotypical Asian household that valued education, and I had a sister who was much older than me, and she was she accomplished everything. By the time I was 15, she had been high school valedictorian, she got a bachelor's from MIT, she got a master's from Harvard, and by then I knew that I wasn't good at school. School really wasn't my thing, and that led me to feel inadequate. My fear was just being inadequate, and I felt worthless and useless, and that ultimately really just led me to reject God.
I think God's been showing me that it's okay to be afraid, but we shouldn't live in fear because, you know, God's with us, and that there's just this overwhelming sense of just calm and comfort and just joy in that. Yeah.
But the amazing thing is that God never gave up on me. He was always active in destroying those fears within my heart. And this summer, God introduced two brothers within my life that just totally sparked up the flame within my heart, that God was always working within me. With these brothers, we pray together, we worship together, and we just share scripture together. And that's when I knew that God never gave up on me. I don't find my successes in my midterm scores, my grades, or my future career. I find my success in God.
And I was trying to figure out, like, why am I feeling so restless? Why am I so tired? And I think that's when Jesus began to teach me what rest really meant. It's not, the rest that I needed wasn't from finishing all my work and having nothing to do. It wasn't getting plenty of rest, like plenty of sleep. But it was from knowing that I really can't. Knowing how to embrace uncertainties and to find joy in that I really don't know where I'm going, and that's fine. I really do suck, and I might not be able to do a lot of the things that I want to do in my head, but I was created for a purpose to glorify God. And if at the end of the day that's all I do, praise the Lord.
My fear of inadequacy has really translated to a lot of parts of my life, and even stepping in as artistic director of Abba, I came in so worried and so anxious and scared, and I just didn't know what to do. And as I was looking for a theme, I came across a song called No Longer Slaves. And in that song it says, I'm no longer a slave to fear, I am a child of God. And that line really resonated with me because it's true, my identity is not me as a student or as a dancer, but my identity is found as a child of God. And that was the moment when I realized that this is what God wanted me to do.